Okay, Spartan, so now you're in your Lotus Notes email, and I'm going to show you some of the basic features of getting around and receiving and sending messages. So once you log in, this is going to be your inbox here, this large white space. All your messages will list in there with the most recent at the top, just like other email you may be used to using. Your unread messages will show up in this list either in bold or they might be highlighted in red. That's a preference that you can set. To read one of your messages, you'll just double click on it and it will pop open, and you're going to notice here that it opens in another tab. So within the email window, you're going to have tabs running across the top here that will be in addition to any other tabs you'll have going across the top of your browser. So if you need to get back to your inbox while you're reading a message, you can do that through the tabs. So here's a message about an assignment that is due. In order to reply to that message, you have that option here. Reply to all will reply to the person who sent it, plus to anybody else that they sent it to. So use that carefully because maybe not everybody needs to see your response, or that's not something that you want them to see. So you would go ahead and click on it, and the person you want to send it to, who is the person that who originally sent it, and that will already be in the to box for you. And you can type in your message there. And you'll go ahead and click send here at the top, and that will go on its way. Back in your inbox now, you'll notice that beside that message, there'll be a little icon here that shows that you have responded to it. This little arrow here says that you have sent a reply to that message, and you'll notice this message is no longer showing as unread. If you want to send a message to a teacher that is not a reply, you'll click on New, and in the To box, you would have to type in the teacher's full email address. And so they may have already given that to you, or you can find that on the Salem homepage. If you go under Teams and Departments, look under Core Teams or wherever it is that you would need to find them. You can find the full email address there. Just copy it down or swipe across it, copy and paste, and bring it back here. Make sure you put in a good subject line, something that will let the person you're sending it to know what your email is about before they open it. So this way they know what kind of importance to assign to it. So a good subject is always important. Question about tonight's homework is a good one because it includes a time, so something that needs to be done. You'll type your message in this box here, and then you'll click send once you're done with that in order for that to go along on its way. To send a message to another student who is a classmate, again, you can get their full email address from them, or you can find a student by clicking on this To link, and it'll bring up a dialog box where you can either search your contacts list or the full student directory, all of the students in Wake County. So you would search for them by their last name in this list, and when you find the person, you'd be able to double click on that person, and they would end up over here on the recipient side under To, and when you're ready, you'd click OK and type your message and then send it in order to put that in there. You may also use your email to send work home that you haven't completed and need to work on it. So you can actually send yourself a message by putting your own email address into the box and attaching as a file the work that you're going to do. So here's how you do an attachment. So in any email, you'll click on Attachments, and you'll see an upload icon here, the little arrow pointing up in the folder, and it'll take you to a dialog box where you can search all of your files. Make sure your files are saved and you have the most recent version. You don't want to send a version that's not that's older than something that you're working on. So you could go to your home directory, you could do it from a flash drive, anywhere where you have work saved. So you'll just double click around into your folders, and you'll choose a file and then click open, and it will end up listed here in the box, and then you'll send it. You'll notice in your inbox, when you send or receive a message, you'll have a little paper clip next to it, so that's how you know there's an attachment in the message for you to look for, and that's similar to other emails that you may be using. Just be sure that when you get it home, you download it and work on it, save it, and then you have to send yourself another email with the saved work back to school. So you'll be sending yourself a second version, a revised version back to school. It doesn't automatically send it back to school when you work on it at home. That's an important step that sometimes people miss when they're doing those things. Be sure when you're using your email that you sign out whenever you are finished at your computer so that anybody who's coming on behind you may not have access to your email. So you're going to log out of your email when you're all finished, and then you are free to log off the computer.